In this video we will look at multi-slice layouts and 2D captures. Obviously, creating pleasing captures for presentation and publication is an essential part of imaging research. Pmod provides convenient tools for image and movie capture throughout the software, and the functions introduced in the View tool here are conserved across all of the Pmod tools. We'll start by going to the DB Load tab, and we will use the query function to search for the subject pfuse1. As seen in an earlier exercise, for this subject we have 4 available series. In this case we can use the MRI series for our example of the layouts. I add the series to the list for loading and open. Again, by default we start with 3 orthogonal planes layout, and on the second tab of the image controls in the top right we can change the layouts. As an example for this MRI image, we can select the Z plane representing the axial section, and with the lower section in the image control area we can change from a 1x1 layout to, for example, 4x4 layout. In this case the image display changes and we see that 4x4 layout of the slices, the axial slices, through our MRI. If we want to show more slices through the brain by including a slice gap between each panel in the 4x4 display, we can go back to the General Image Manipulations tab, and on the top row where we have the slice controls, the second number box allows us to enter a slice gap. If we enter a value of 3 here, then we skip slices between each of the displayed slices, and then we can use the slice slider or the mouse wheel to scroll through the slices until we have a 4x4 layout that encompasses the whole brain from the top of the cortex through to the cerebellum. Next, we can use the capture icon in the lower right corner of the image display, where we can select Capture Display. Here it also hints that there is a keyboard shortcut, Ctrl E, that will help us make these display captures. In the resulting dialog, we can choose the format that will be used. Clipboard is convenient if we want to paste the image directly into something like MS PowerPoint. And then the Set button will add the image to the clipboard ready to be pasted. Alternatively, if we want to include a color bar for our image, we can use the scientific output method. In this case, also from the capture icon in the lower right of the image display, we can select scientific output, which also has a keyboard shortcut, Ctrl O. In this case we are asked where we want to include the color bar. So we can include the color bar in the vertical orientation, annotated with our image units with a decimal point precision of 1. And then the output width of the image can be controlled with the lower menu, depending on the actual purpose of the image. Here we stick with 768, and when I select yes, then we see the scientific output dialog. We see our 4x4 capture with the color bar on the right hand side, annotated with our lower and upper thresholds and the current image units. When I select capture, bottom of that dialog, then we see a similar display where again I can select clipboard or another image format before saving or setting that image to the clipboard.